So I want to talk about one of the best therapy sessions I ever had. Probably one that really set off the trajectory for a lot of personal learns. And it had to do with this little guy. So I remember I was going through a rough patch in my life, and I was in therapy with, my therapist, and she had spent a couple years with me. And so we were having this conversation, and she brought out these squids. And she said, look at all these squids. And she lined them up. I think there was about 4 of them. And she flipped a couple like this onto the other side and said, look, these are the emotions that you have throughout the day. These are pieces of your personality. These are traits that you have. And we kind of labeled each of them. And some of them, like this one, which could be displayed as anger or aggression or emotion for me because I didn't like those things about myself. Those were the ones I was trying to cut out. Those were the ones I was trying to suppress. And the other ones I was trying to always put on that face. I was trying to always set myself up so these squids were the ones that people saw. And unfortunately, these squids, which are in fact a part of me, were just pushed to the back. And so we talked about how all parts, and I believe that was like the therapeutic or psychologic theory was like a parts theory. All parts are required. You can't cut out parts of you. You have to acknowledge and feel and understand and relate to and take care of all parts, even the ones that are, more emotional, more aggressive, more angry, more unaccepted. They have to be accepted by you because they are part of you. So over the last few years, I've spent a lot of time working on bringing all of these parts together and allowing each of them space within my life to create a life that I'm proud of, that makes me happy. And parts of that are how I act on the podcast. Parts of that are how I act with friends and family. Parts of that are how I, work with my clients, and all parts are necessary. And I won't always get all parts right. And I won't always, be able to express all parts perfectly. And then other times they'll coincide really well. My, passion, which could also be why I'm emotional or angry, my passion and my care can also come out and become a positive that, uplifts and, uplifts myself. So I just thought I would share, this theory of parts with these little squids or tea turtle things if you want to buy one of these because they're super cool. Because it was such an emotional day for me, and it was such an amazing conversation because I really felt everything she was saying. I felt, these squids were not getting the attention. I felt how I was trying to cut them out and push them down and neglect them. And I couldn't. And they were just, at the time, I was in a rough spot, so they were coming out all the time, even more. And in order for me to kind of allow them to settle down and everything else, I had to feel it. I had to welcome it. I had to love all parts of me. And that's why on the podcast we talk about self-love, and we talk about lots of different, pieces to that. And sometimes that is motivating yourself and pushing yourself. Sometimes that is giving yourself grace and compassion. And that's going to ebb and flow, just like my emotions and my personality are going to ebb and flow. And I love all of myself because of who I am. And I like to use my platform to try to share that. And I hope this share kind of gives you access or gives you some forethought to think about, all the parts of you and the parts that maybe you're not shedding enough light on or caring enough about or allowing yourself to be. And just start to show those around, the people that care about you first, and start to express those more and more into other things in your life. And eventually I hope you can really love all of yourself, because all of you is what makes you special. And all of you is actually, and all your experiences are actually what you can use to do incredible things in this world. And only you can really do them because you have all of the little experiences. Many people have experienced similar things, but have they experienced them all in the same way? That's the true uniqueness, and that part is really cool. So let this be just something to get you inspired, something that make you feel okay and make you feel like you can, love all yourself again.